Hi, I'm David, and I'm here to talk to you about cryptocurrency price analysis for Thursday, March 28th, 2019. Today I want to take a pretty deep look at Bitcoin. The price is hitting on 4,000 yet again, and there's a lot of people out there saying, can we get above 4,000? Can we hold above 4,000? What's that going to take? A lot of positive sentiment out there. I'm going to take a look at a few different indicators that are kind of converging and how I think that's going to affect the price in the coming days. There's a pretty good chance it's going to have to make a decision either for serious upside or serious downside. I'm not sure which one it's going to choose, but I'll explore both scenarios. So without further ado, don't forget to like and subscribe just below. Let's jump into it. All right, here we have Bitcoin on the daily time frame, and there's a pretty interesting convergence of a few different indicators I'd like to talk about here. First and foremost is this ascending channel. I've spoken about it on here before, and with the exception of one false breakout, we've actually held in this channel pretty well for a little while, but now the lower end of this channel is pushing us up against the 4,000 mark. And that's a level we've tested on several times and been unable to stay above. And I'll talk a little bit more about why I think that is soon. But as you can see, like we're actually just testing on 4,000 right now. And we're also testing this other green line, which to appreciate why I drew it, let's zoom out a little bit. Now you can see that for basically the better part of the year, the last year, we've been unable to get above this descending resistance line. We've tested on it several times. And the last time we tested on it, we got rejected off hard. So people in the realm of technical analysis are paying attention to this. Technical analysis can be a little bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy. I'll get back to that in a moment too. But right now that we're testing on it, people are watching very carefully to see if we can close above it or if we get rejected off of it again. And that's going to happen anywhere from the next day to a few days. If we get rejected, we could still kind of have a wedge going back and forth here for the next few days before we decide if we're going to push through or not. But it could happen as soon as the next few hours. If we push above this descending line, and just to be clear, by the time you're watching this video, the move might have already happened. This might be completely outdated, but here's what I'm seeing as of right now. If we push above this descending resistance, we're almost certainly going to test to the top of this channel. I'm going to call it around 4,200. Maybe not exactly, but that's I'd say the upward target we're looking at if we can push through. That'll be a really bullish sign. And that'll be really good. And then we could start using this 4,000 level potentially as support instead of resistance. We could begin to follow this channel up further, up into new, low, or higher lows and higher highs into the 4,000s. There's a lot of optimism that could happen, but so I should also make the bear case. If we get rejected off of here, we could get rejected off kind of hard. I don't think we're talking like November kind of hard. But I think it would push us down. We would certainly at least see the bottom of the channel, possibly outside the channel, down to probably something like 3,600, maybe even 3,400. And then we would have to kind of build up strength to retest this channel at a future date. Now, even if that happens, that's not too negative. That would just be kind of a continuation of older patterns. But I'm going to leave you with something that has me kind of bearish and something that has me kind of bullish, because I could see either of these scenarios playing out. The bearish thing I want to mention is just that we have kind of low volume here and have for some time. Basically, I think part of the reason we haven't been able to get above 4,000 for a while is that there's not enough volume and it doesn't take a lot of sellers to send the price back down. So every time we test up to about 4,000, and this is where it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, I think there's some sellers who basically say, it's testing up to 4,000, it's going to bounce off of it again. I better take my profits here. And it doesn't take a whole lot of them to do that. And then a few others see that happening and say, oh, it's getting rejected. Let's get some profits before it gets down too low. And so it causes it to get stuck in this pattern a little below 4,000. Now with enough volume and positive sentiment, we can break out of that, sure. But we're going to need to see more volume come in than what we're seeing right now, or else any move above 4,000 will probably be pretty temporary. The one other thing I want to say, though, built off of that, but about the positive sentiment, but this is much more bullish, is that right now there is a lot of positive sentiment out there in the crypto sphere. A lot of the articles that I'm seeing going on for talking about, most of them are with a shift towards, is Bitcoin going to make it above 4,400? How soon are we going to get 4,400? A lot of people aren't doom and glooming that we're going to stay down here for very long. That's really good. Now, people can be wrong, but the fact that there's so much positivity in articles and in crypto Twitter that's the kind of energy we're going to need to see the beginning of the next bull run. It's not going to happen out of negativity. So that's what I find to be very bullish. A lot of people are expecting to see more upside soon. And all it's going to take really is a little bit of a break above this line, and I think you'll see the buyers start to come in, and that could start us on a more bullish approach. So those are basically my observations. Just to make it simple and recap, for upside, if we can break above this resistance line, we're looking at a target of about 4,200, and we're going to need to see support begin to hold above 4,000. For the bear scenario, we get rejected off of here. We probably break down below this channel, and we're looking at probably at least 3,600 as our downside target, possibly as low as 34. Well, that ought to about do it for me again. As I always say, this is not investment advice. These are just my current observations. Go do your own research and make your own decisions. Until next time, don't forget that like and subscribe below. Good luck with your trades.